Good day, Dr. Hanita. We are from Group 1. Our title is Empowering the Relationship Between Debt Level and Financial Risk. My name is Wong Chao Ik and my metric number is 285777. Now I will start our group presentation with the background of debt level and financial risk. In today's complex financial landscape, financial stability plays a critical role in determining long-term success and resiliency. Debt level and financial risk are two of the interconnected components that significantly affect the financial stability. Debt level refers to the amount of borrowed capital held by individual, corporation, or governments to finance its activity that can drive economic growth, but excessive debt level may pose significant risk, especially when not poorly managed. As highlighted by bank grant ratio, market with rapid debt expansion outpacing economic growth often suffer prolonged economic downturn. Additionally, the impact can vary geographically. Developing economies face external debt challenges like foreign exchange risk, while developed markets use debt strategy for expansion. On the other hand, financial risks include losses or instability due to volatility in market, liquidity shortages, credit default, and other factors that may affect economic system. As seen during 2008 global financial crisis, excessive leverage gave rise to systemic vulnerability and finally to the outbreak of general instability. Financial risks, especially in high-yield entities, are interconnected and may increase macroeconomic disturbances. Therefore, effective risk analysis, prudent borrowing, and coordination are essential for building resilience at macro level and financial health at fund level. The interaction between debt level and financial risk is dynamic. A world model that can simulate economic development, misaligning debt with repayment capacity can amplify financial vulnerability. Besides, maturity and income mismatch in debt will contribute to liquidity risk. Therefore, strategies like debt-to-income cap and counter-cyclical capital buffer are critical though for aligning debt with sustainability. Additionally, effective debt management practices such as diversification of funding sources and maintain adequate reserves can also minimize financial uncertainties. Apart from that, regulatory frameworks are essential for reducing the risk arising from excessive debt level. Government and financial authorities implement policy to monitor debt and maintain overall economic stability. For example, Basel III regulation maintain higher capital requirement for banks, reducing their exposure to high-risk debt. Moreover, Financial Stability Board emphasize improved data collection and reporting standards to provide better insight into debt dynamics. This development displays the evolving nature of regulatory consideration in a rapidly changing financial landscape. In summary, by examining the interconnected aspects of debt level, financial risk, and regulatory consideration, this study aims to shine light on how effective debt management and oversight can enhance economic stability. That's all from me. Thank you.
Moving on, I will discuss the role of digitalization in promoting financial inclusion among lower-income households, focusing on Malaysia and its neighboring Asian countries. Digitalization refers to incorporating digital technologies to boost productivity and business capabilities. In the financial sector, this transformation has been a game changer, promoting financial inclusion by providing accessible financial services to lower-income households. Digitalization is crucial for banks to enhance their reputation as intermediaries while enabling them to serve customers in remote areas. Research shows that inclusive digital financial services improve financial mobility and stability while reducing the risk. Despite the advancements, barriers such as limited access to devices and inadequate financial literacy hinder the financial inclusion. These issues disproportionately impact socio-economically disadvantaged groups. In Malaysia, the second financial inclusion framework focuses on enhancing financial literacy, providing access to credit, and supporting vulnerable groups. The framework uses technology to offer tailored financial solutions and debt relief measures. The outcome of financial inclusion are promising, with a marked increase in account ownership among both men and women in the past decade, signaling progress in addressing financial exclusion. Furthermore, I will provide an overview of Malaysia's household and corporate lending trends in 2024, highlighting the resilience of the banking sector and its role in sustaining economic growth. The Malaysian banking sector demonstrated remarkable resilience in 2024, with capital ratios far exceeding Basel III requirements. Liquidity levels remain robust with a liquidity coverage ratio of 150.8%, ensuring short-term stability. Notably, the gross impaired loan ratio was low at 1.6%, reflecting strong asset quality. Household lending grew steadily by 6.5%, with housing loans leading the charge, reflecting strong demand among first-time buyers. Despite the rise, household debt to GDP ratio held steady at 83.8%, showcasing alignment with income growth. In the business sector, loan applications grew by 7.7%, reflecting strong demand for working capital and investments. However, disbursements show a slight decline, suggesting a more cautious credit uptake. In summary, both household and corporate lending trends show balanced growth, ensuring sustainable economic support while mitigating financial risks.
Hi everyone, my name is Chiwei and metric number is 287650. Now I will continue present the current development of Malaysia. As we can observe that debt level has risen steadily since 2026, but external debt poses higher foreign exchange risk, surpassing borrowing threshold. To manage this, the government aim to implement the debt management to convert this issue. First is cap debt servicing fees not exceed 15% of revenue, focusing borrowing on long-term development project and special for the firm development. Second is implement fiscal reform such as Fiscal Responsibility Act (FRA) to reduce the debt to GDP ratio and deficit. The FRA target reducing debt below 16% of GDP and deficit to 3% over the medium term. And the result is debt level declining from 2023 to 2025. And the last one is debt management program and plan GMP further support financial stability by helping individuals manage repayment plan and avoid bankruptcy while fostering better financial decision making through credit counseling. This measure aims to ensure sustainable fiscal health and long-term economic benefit for the nations. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, Doctor. My name is Ongboin, number metric 2X7316. So now in my part, I will discuss about the opportunities of the topic to be contributed into academia and industry or practical field. So for the presentation, I choose the impact of lower income household to discuss. So for this lower income household, it face many difficulties such as the limited spending access and low financial literacy because they are staying in the rural area. So the government actually needs to provide the convenient financial service through mobile banking, e-wallets, and digital credit platforms to empower these underserved communities. This is because it can improve the financial system of a country by making banking and financial service more accessible, affordable, and efficient. So when they reduce the reliance on the traditional banking system, in other side, it also can enhance the economic participants and resilience by the underserved communities through the digitalizations and also the financial inclusions. So now we will discuss about the role of academia in digital financial inclusion. Hence, they need to do the research on digitalizations and financial inclusions across the urban and rural demographics. This is because we know that the urban residents are the group who have the better access to digital financial instruments like e-wallets and mobile banking because of the better connectivity and the infrastructures. For instance, residents live in the urban areas could connect to 4G speeds up to 83.7% of the time, while residents in rural areas just with the little population could only connect to 44% of the time. So we can see the difference from here. And through this, actually the government can prepare the internet necessities of to the rural areas to let them have the better connectivity to these apps. Other than that, it also can provide some and introduce some user-friendly apps for the low digital literacy users to decrease their difficulties in the connective to the network. So now I will discuss about one of the topic which have bring the industry opportunities. So this is the digital debt management solutions. Through the integration of the debt advising and counseling service with Malaysia Debt Management Plan, we also name it as the DMP, and individuals can effectively manage their financial responsibilities and reduce the danger of being over in debt. Actually, it's a digital advisory platforms and as a automatic tools financial assessments and repayment strategies. It assists to qualify consultant for the loan renegotiations, and it promotes the responsible borrowing and also reduce the bankruptcy risk. So in conclusions, actually, digitalization bridges the financial gaps for the underserved communities, which especially for the lower income households, and actually many ongoing efforts in the policy development, such as the second financial inclusion framework 2023 until 2026, the Basel III, and the DMP debt management plan, industry innovation, and academic research are vital to improve the digitalizations in the Malaysia because it aims for a sustainable and inclusive economic growth in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Hanita. My name is Li Ziyu, number metric 287160. Today, I will be discuss 4 challenges that affect the successful implementation of policy globally, regionally, and in Malaysia. First challenge is microeconomic condition. Microeconomic condition play a significant role in shaping how policy successful or fail. These include the factors like income level, unemployment rate, and the global economic slowdown. Challenges such as raising the interest rate, geopolitical tensions, and natural disaster increase the debt service costs and reduce the government ability to manage their budget effectively. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries faced several disruptions like drains the resource and delay the policy initiative. The policymaker often rely on the tools like the fiscal policy to adjust the tax and the government spending to respond. The second challenge is institutional capacity, which refer to how well the governments and organization can implement their policy. Weak governments, a lack of skills, personnel, and inefficient public financial system often result in poor execute policy. For example, inadequate governments can lead to unfair resource distribution, worsening the inequality. Moreover, when the policy become increasingly complex, the institution may struggle to adapt, leading to delays and inefficient. The third challenge is social and political resistance. People often oppose reforms like the tax hike, subsidy cuts, or austerity measures because of their immediate financial impact. Political resistance can also arise from the competing priority amongst the stakeholders, such as the political parties or the industry group. For example, in China, balancing the economic growth with the debt reductions has been difficult due to the conflicting interest rate. The last point is we have global financial market volatility. Rapid change in asset pricing, currency value, and the capital flows will create the uncertainty conflicting policy decision. Countries with high external debts are especially vulnerable. For example, a sudden drop in currency values are significantly increase the debt repay costs, reducing the fiscal flexibility. The volatility is also impact the investor confidence, arise the borrowing costs, and disrupting the economic stability. In conclusion, macroeconomic conditions, institution capacity, social and political resistance, and the market volatility are interconnected challenges that require careful planning and coordinated responses. Strengthening the governments, engaging the stakeholders, and building the residential resilience in the policy are essential steps toward the overcoming these barriers. Thank you for Dr. Hanita's attention. I will pass to the next presenter.
Good morning to Dr. Hanita. My name is Ng Mei Shen. Reference number 287242 will present about the impact of debt level on bond market in Malaysia. So as of June 2024, Malaysia's national debt level stood at 1.1 trillion and is projected to reach 1.3 trillion by 2025. And this steady rise in debt increased the default risk, which directly impact the borrowing cost and bond yield of the country. So the research shows that increase of 1% in the debt to GDP ratio can rise the 10-year bond yield by 3 basis points. And this reflects the compensation of investor demand for higher risk. Additionally, a high debt level can harm the sovereign credit rating and it will reduce a country borrowing capacity. De- Despite this, and Malaysia has maintained a budget deficit of around 4% of GDP for decades and supporting the infrastructure project and economic growth by issuing the bond like MGS, which stand for Malaysian Government Security, will help to manage the inflation and liquidity. But also the high inflation and rising interest rate will also drive the bond yield up. Moving on to the corporate debt and sukuk market in Malaysia, and we see a significant growth in Q2 2024 with 42.4 billion worth of corporate bond and sukuk issue, with a nearly increase of 25% from Q1. It's mostly due to the active foreign participation by multilateral development banks and development financial institutions, and that has played a crucial role in boosting liquidity and diversifying the investment opportunity. Notably, the bid to cover ratio for corporate bond in Q1 2024 is average at 4, which highlighting a strong investor demand. And analysts predict that with the possibility of interest rate cut in future, the Malaysian ringgit bond yield will expected decrease and further align with the market expectation. And lastly, let's compare the Malaysia bond market with other global markets. Malaysia's debt to GDP ratio is 64%, relatively moderate compared to US at 123% and Japan at 251%. Despite a higher debt level, Malaysia's 10-year bond yield of 3.85% offer attractive returns, although it signaled a higher perceived risk compared to Germany 2.24% and Japan 1.07%. And credit rating further illustrate these dynamics. Malaysia holds an A- rating indicating a moderate risk, while other countries like Germany with a triple A rating reflect a stronger creditworthiness. However, the Malaysia's higher yield provide an opportunity for investors to seeking a better return, underscoring the importance of strategic fiscal policy to enhance the creditworthiness and maintain the stability in the bond market. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Good day, Dr. Hanita. My name is Jen Kwek Xiaoqi, number metric 287792. Now I'd like to present about the part of policy recommendation and strategy guidelines. First, the recommendation for all the consumers is that they need to improve their financial literacy and debt management skills. They need to focus on understanding borrowing restriction, debt repayments, and interest rate. Not only that, they need to increase their digital financial inclusion to provide fair credit and financial planning. For the business manager, we recommend them to enhance their risk management and use alternative funding source, maintain sufficient financial buffers to cope with uncertainties, and also invest in digital innovation to improve their operation efficiency. In addition, they can educate the financial departments of the company about the structure of the sukuk, and with the help of Islamic finance consulting companies, release Sharia compliance financial instrument. For the policymaker, they need to improve institutional capacity through training and development and implement appropriate regulatory procedure to curb speculative lending. Not only that, they need also ensure financial institutions have adequate capital and liquidity ratios, and also impose prudent fiscal policy and control public debt levels. Next, for investors, we recommend them to diversify investment across different asset class and geographies, invest in quality corporate bonds and sukuk for moderate risk and good returns, stay updated with economic factors affecting debt securities, and also periodically assess credit rating and financial position of the issuers. Last but not least, we recommend the monitoring agency to enhance their data collection system for early risk detection and debt trend monitoring, foster their transparency and accountability in financial reporting, and undertake periodic stress testing of financial institutions. Last, they need to harmonize monitoring indicators with regional counterparts. In summary, adoption of this strategic recommendation will help all the stakeholders thrive in the debt market. In order to enhance the findings of the current research on debt management and financial vulnerability, there are several areas need to be explored in the future. The first area is to investigate the effects of digital financial service on financial inclusion and low-income groups. Next is to examine the effectiveness of international cooperation in debt and financial issue control. And the third one is study the importance of policy coordination and coherence among various sectors. And next, to develop financial literacy curricula from elementary to university levels. And the last area is to assess the impact of financial literacy interventions on people behaviors. That is all from our group presentation. Thank you, Doctor.